Can you believe that a tiny gun could actually make Glock blush? Sounds crazy, right? But hold on before you judge. The truth is, in 2025, micro pistols are no longer just those weak little guns meant for show. Small, but powerful, compact, but packed with firepower. Some names have risen to the top, surprising even the most hardcore gun enthusiasts in America. And today, I'm going to reveal 10 micro pistols that are making waves, with one number one pick that's going to blow your mind. And the most surprising part? Some of the guns on this list might just make Glock feel embarrassed. Ready? Let's get started. Top 10, Beretta Pico .380. In the 10th spot, Beretta Pico .380, a gun so modest that many have overlooked it and then regretted it later. With a width of just 0.71 inches and a weight of less than 12 ounces, the Pico truly defines the concept of deep concealment. You can slip it into your pocket, your jacket, or even a small backpack pouch, and no one would ever know. I once heard a friend say, holding the Pico feels like holding a toy until you pull the trigger. Yes, that's exactly the charm of this gun. It's unexpectedly powerful. Of course, the trigger is heavy and the recoil is pretty snappy. That's the price you pay for such extreme compactness. But if you're someone who needs a gun that's always by your side, anywhere and everywhere, the Pico is one formidable silent warrior. Top 9, Walther PF Series Compact. When it comes to 9mm pistols built for concealed carry, it's hard to ignore the Walther PF Series Compact. If the last gun, Beretta Pico, stood out for being ultra small, the PF dominates with versatility. What's special here is that Walther did something different. They designed the grip and trigger to fit both small and large hands. Once again, it proves the point. Size isn't everything. This gun has remarkably stable recoil, even during rapid fire. I once saw a big guy, hands like bare paws, praise the PF saying, "Feels solid, smooth like candy." That shows how smart Walther was with the ergonomics. It's also optic ready, compatible with red dots, making it ideal for fast and accurate aiming. Downside: the iron sights don't co-witness with most optics, but if you're used to red dots, it's not a deal breaker. To me, the PF is a versatile, shooter-friendly pistol that fits well in just about any hand. Top 8, NA 32 Guardian. Some guns don't need to be flashy. No optics, no rails, just something you pick up and instantly trust. The NA 32 Guardian is exactly that. The entire frame is made of stainless steel, weighs about 15.6 ounces, and is just a little over 4 inches long. But once you hold it, you'll understand why it's called the most reliable mini brick of steel. I once heard an old shooter say, "I don't need a pretty gun. I need a gun that survives 20 years in my pocket." That's the Guardian, not afraid of wear, rust-proof, and always ready. Chambered in .32 ACP, the recoil is surprisingly mild. The trigger is heavy, classic Dow style, but it adds a solid mechanical safety layer for concealed carry. No external safeties, no fuss, no flash, just pull and shoot. If you're into simple, rugged, and reliable, this might be your perfect fit. Top 7, PSA 25 Baby Featherweight. When people mention the PSA 25 Baby Featherweight, two words usually come to mind: vintage charm. This pistol is like a symphony of past and present, a legendary rebirth inspired by the classic baby Browning design. Light, small, compact, just 7.75 ounces, it fits easily in the palm of your hand. But don't let the size fool you. With an anodized aluminum frame and a stainless steel slide, it's a combination of old-school elegance and modern durability. I still remember the first time I saw a guy bring one to the range. Everyone thought he was holding a lighter, but the moment that crisp little bang echoed, heads nodded in approval. Small but serious. Sure, it's chambered in .25 ACP, so it's not exactly a powerhouse. But this is a choice for those who appreciate finesse over brute force, a prized piece for seasoned gun collectors, not weekend thrill seekers. Top 6, CZP 10M. If you're the type who doesn't care about flash, just needs a gun that fires reliably, feeds consistently, and doesn't break, then the CZP 10M is for you. At just 1 inch wide and weighing around 20 ounces, the P10M carries that signature CZ vibe, practical to the point of minimalism. no slide release, no extra buttons. But that's exactly what makes it less prone to malfunction, less cumbersome, and easy to operate in real-life situations. A 7-round magazine might sound underwhelming compared to the 10+1 or 17+1 trend, but hey, if your first shot hits, do you really need an eighth? The trigger is a bit heavy, around 8.75 pounds, but it's consistent and easy to get used to. Plus, with standard 3-dot sights, you're still grouping shots well at 25 yards. I once heard a cop say, "I choose guns like I choose shoes. They don't have to look good, they just have to grip." And the CZP-10M is pretty much the combat boot of carry pistols. Top 5. Sig Sauer P938. This might just be the most controversial gun on this list. The SIG Sauer P938, a micro pistol that carries the soul of a 1911. Some folks love it because it's compact, stylish, and pure SIG quality, but others say, a 1911 this small? Where's the power in that? So, let me ask you guys, if you're a 1911 fan, would you really go for a micro version like the P938? I bet that anyone who's ever held and fired one will agree. It just feels different. Small but still hefty, true to its steel slide design, with a slightly small grip but impressive accuracy. Light trigger, crisp steel sights, truly reliable in a self-defense scenario. I once heard a veteran say, "I like the feel of the P938 because it's like a compact 1911, but still strong enough to carry." So what do you guys think? Is the P938 an absolute masterpiece or just a watered-down 1911? Let me know in the comments. Top 4. Diamondback DB9. When it comes to small, lightweight, and fast, like a sport bike on the road, the Diamondback DB9 definitely stands out. Weighing just 13 ounces and barely 0.9 inches wide, the DB9 is truly a pocket weapon in every sense. I once heard a shooter say, "This thing draws as fast as a dagger. One quick pull and it's ready to go." And it's true. With a light trigger and manageable recoil, the DB9 feels quick and agile, making it perfect for unexpected self-defense situations. What impresses me the most is its compatibility with Glock sights, a small detail, but super useful when you need customization. However, it's not without flaws. The trigger pull is a bit long, and the magazine doesn't drop free, which can slow down reloads more than expected. Simply put, the Diamondback DB9 is for those who love speed, always ready, and aren't afraid to carry a small but powerful pistol. What do you guys think? If you had to choose between speed and power, which one would you prioritize? Top 3. Kel-Tec P32. What's the lightest gun you've ever held? The Kel-Tec P32 weighs just 6.6 ounces. Yep, lighter than a brand new iPhone. Once it's in your hand, you might literally forget you're even carrying a gun, and that's exactly why it made the top 3. This pistol was made for those unpredictable moments when every second counts. .32 ACP isn't the strongest round, we all know that. But with low recoil, 7+1 capacity, quick draw, steady accuracy, and above all, proven reliability, over 300 rounds tested without a jam. This little gun earns its place. The trigger is light, has a moderate travel, and is easy to control. And here's the real lesson. Sometimes, the most valuable weapon isn't the most powerful, it's the one you actually carry. The Kel-Tec P32 wasn't built to impress. It was built to protect you when no one else can. Top 2. Sig Sauer P365X Macro TACOPS. If you think micro pistols always fall short on capacity, you might want to rethink that definition. The SIG Sauer P365X Macro TACOPS hit the market and instantly blew up the community. This micro pistol holds 17+1 rounds, nearly 3 times the capacity of guns like the Beretta Pico or Kel-Tec P32. And it's still compact, 6.6 inches long, 5.2 inches tall, and 1.4 inches wide, sleek and extremely effective. Weighing about 21.5 ounces, the recoil is surprisingly soft. The magwell speeds up reloads, and the 5 pounds 4 ounce trigger hits the sweet spot for control and responsiveness. I personally ran over 1,000 rounds through it, FMJs, hollow points, and the performance was flawless. No jams, no misfeeds, no failures. It's also optic ready, making red dot installation a breeze. You're basically holding a duty pistol in micro form. without sacrificing carry comfort. When it comes to micro pistols in 2025, the TACOPS isn't just an option, it's the new standard. Top 1. Ruger LCP Max. Here it is, the number 1 spot, Ruger LCP Max. And I know, this pick is going to spark some heated debates in the comments below. Some of you might say, it's just a .380, what's the big deal? But let's look at the facts. 10+1 rounds in an ultra-compact gun weighing just 10.6 ounces, barely over 5 inches long. And it's so easy to carry that you might forget you even have it on you. I've personally fired over 500 rounds in a single session, and guess what? Not a single malfunction. The recoil is light, the sights are crisp, the grip feels secure, and the trigger, well, it's not perfect, but it's reliable. So, here's the real question. Would you choose a 9mm with fewer rounds, but more cool factor, or a .380 like the LCP Max? Lightweight, practical, and always ready? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know which side you're on, maximum performance or real-world firepower? As for me, the LCP Max is the silent winner, doesn't show off, but gets the job done. So, we've just wrapped up our journey through the top 10 most remarkable micro pistols of 2025. From classic names like PSA 25 to the tiny powerhouses like TACOPS and LCP Max, each gun has its own unique reason for being. But in the end, the choice is yours. And the most important question is, what do you want by your side when you step out every day? Lightweight, powerful, reliable, or just something that makes you feel safe and confident? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't hesitate to debate, because that's how our community gets stronger. If you think this video hit the mark, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because I've got plenty more content that's right on target for gun enthusiasts like you.